What up? How's it going? Today we're going to go over how to draw a Halloween ghost. Halloween is coming, and so this month is going to be pretty much all Halloween stuff. I'm going to add as many videos as I can, so keep up with me. If you like that I'm back, click the like button, and also don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to be teaching a lot of other stuff. I'm going to be using this pencil right here. This pencil is a Nero Hard. That's all it says. Nero Hard pencil. This is number 4 on it. I think it... To be honest, for me, it feels like a black colored pencil. That is literally what that feels like. So if you use anything like that, a regular pencil, soft, that'll work as well. We're gonna draw a simple ghost. Should be easy, so follow along if you want, or you can just watch me. So ghost is essentially like what I'm gonna draw is I'm thinking of like a sheet, really just like a simple, simplistic sheet with kind of like that kind of round shape at the head, right? Because what the idea is that it's kind of like a sheet covering a human. So the top of the skull is essentially what makes that shape. So if I'm thinking of abstract shapes for ghosts, there's a gazillion different shapes you can make for ghosts. I am going to kind of mess around with it. I'm thinking his hand's going to be up here. And I'm kind of just loosely kind of getting an idea with you. So, but I mean, for the most part, it's going to be a pretty simplistic shape. You know, kind of woo, that swoosh, kind of like kind of almost giant comma look. So that's the shape I'm going to go into. It's really simplistic. You don't have to do a whole lot when you're drawing like a kind of a ghost. Let me see. What can I do to make him a little cooler though? I'm gonna give him kind of spawn eyes, which is essentially the, what do you call it? Those kind of triangle eyes that kind of go in like the Batman eyes. I love those eyes. I don't think I want to give him a mouth. I think that's gonna look way too corny. But do I? Yeah, I guess I gotta give him a mouth. I gotta make him a little more vicious though than a regular ghost. I'm gonna give him like an open mouth, maybe kind of spiky, but spiky as I can get. All right. So that's the shape. What I really want to do, and this is pretty much all it's going to be like shading specifically. Let me get a sharpener. Where is my sharpener? Okay, there it is. Let me sharpen this. Hold on. Okay, so alright, let's go back into this. And what I want to do is I want to start committing to certain shapes. This is the way I sketch on my own as well. So loosely put stuff in, the vague shapes. So now what I want to do is I want to go into line arts thinking mode. I don't have to do it that much here because it is simply a ghost. And I want to make the eyes the focus. That's a big thing. Eyes gotta be the focus. Gotta be the focus. How have you guys been doing in your art training? I've been talking to a lot of you on Instagram. A lot of people have been messaging me. I've been messaging them. A lot of conversations. I just kind of got really social, and I've been trying to talk to a lot of people lately. So if you do want to reach out to me, I am more accessible than ever on Instagram. You can actually talk to me here as well in the comments. So let me know about that. While we're kind of I'm going into the eyes here. What is your guys' favorite horror movie? Because for me, I don't really have one, but I can go over a horror saga per se. Actually, you know, that might be. Honestly, for me, it's Evil Dead 2. I love that movie. I don't think it's that scary though. I think it's more exciting and funny, and it's just cool. So I really like Evil Dead 2 and Ghostbusters. But Ghostbusters is like a ghost movie. It's not really a scary movie. It's obviously like a comedic kind of lighthearted thing with ghosts in it. But yeah, I want to get that Ghostbusters video game, the one that was remastered, and they put it on the I think it came out on PS3 or 4. Can't remember. 4 initially. I think it's PS4. And then now they're gonna put it on the Switch. So now they're gonna put it on the Switch. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm down to get that. Maybe it's PS3 actually. Not sure. So I'm adding a little bit of shading around the eyes right here. And by shading, I want to show some sort of structure. Ghosts tend to be just a white sheeted blanket, right? In the old, we talk about the old, characteristic of a ghost would be that. And didn't have a lot of form to it. If you ever look at Scooby-Doo and stuff like that, it doesn't, you know, it doesn't jive. You know, so they had to kind of update them, make them gross looking, make them scary, make them, you know, a dead human, human-esque, right? There's been a gazillion different versions of the ghost, but I wanted to go with this kind of Halloween like sheet blanket one, but make it a little bit cooler, because that's what we do as artists, right? We want to make stuff a little bit cooler. That's the idea. So I already kind of like that. I like that look with the eyes. And what I want to do with the eyes specifically is I want to leave that white there, because there's going to be the white of the blanket, but I do want to put the dark around it. So I want to shade a little bit more around the eyes, almost like eyeshadow or something. But I want it the viewer to look there first, kind of in that face area. And that's pretty much going to be true, because I'm about to do something to the mouth. Pulling in here, and his mouth right here is kind of wiggly. I don't want to do like spiky spikes, like wow, spiky spikes. I don't want to do that. I want it to be kind of round, because he's made of a sheet, and kind of like organic. So honestly, his mouth right now reminds me a lot of Zoidberg. I'm getting that vibe from it. Kind of that are spiky organic mouth. Ooh. Alright, now I'm going to fill this in right here. Filling that in is going to cause a focal point. If you want to know where the focal point is, you should watch my focal point video, but what I normally say is that usually it's where the lightest light touches the darkest dark. Or, you know, you can do it many different ways though. It could be that, could be where you thicken the lines or you bold them in. Could be where color, you know, where there's more color, there's more saturation or something, but that's in color, which we're not working with right now. Alright, let's go into that left hand first, because then I want to work on this hand without blocking you guys, but I'm going to try to go with this hand quickly. I'm thinking, like, what would that look like? Usually it's like a sheet hanging down, right? Because there's like a human hand in there. That's the idea. And then you get stuff like Slimer, where you're like, what the heck is that? You know, it's like organic. Or, you know what really creeped me out? And this is kind of dumb. It's Casper from the movie. And then they had made like a series of it too. But like a newish series in the 2000s, I think. You know, as opposed to the 50s Casper. But I always found that weird. I watched that movie a ton as a kid. But I always found that really weird, because he was kind of like a little boy, right? And he died, but he got like organic hair, right? He's got like a little curl. Did he have a little curl? Maybe I'm wrong. I think I'm thinking of Richie Rich. But I always found it weird when these ghosts were like initially sheets, and then they redesigned them to look more organic, and I just found that kind of fascinating. Go to the other side here. Want the same kind of effect. Maybe a little bit of striation in like what's supposed to be a sheet, but also kind of organic. If we're talking about ghosts as well, the Boo ghosts, those are ghosts, right? It's not really Halloween, but it's from Mario. Go over here with the sheet here. And it's only open a little bit. Also, what are you guys doing for Halloween? Is there any celebrations going on? For me, I have no clue what I'm doing. I know I'm going to do a Halloween art show. It's going to be called Horrorgasm, which is hilarious. It's going to be, I'm going to throw some art in it. It's going to be kind of a group art show. A lot of people are going to be there. And I'm really excited to do that. I forget when that is. It's on the 26th, I think. But that is really cool. So I'm excited about that. There's another one, I believe, as well that's happening. So it's weird, because I never ever did a Halloween art show, I don't believe. So this is going to be my first year doing that. And I've done many art shows, but I never did a Halloween one. So I'm very, very excited about that. And I will show video of it. If you're on my Instagram, I will definitely show video of that art show when it occurs. And my piece, I'll put that on Instagram as well. Going down here, essentially the shape is complete, right? I drew these kind of like, again, kind of thinking of the kind of roundish, organic, but at the same time, alive. I don't know, organic is alive, right? I don't know, I was thinking like this organic sheet. I'm just thinking of like a sheet hanging, but it's a little bit alive. It's a little bit human, right? I don't know. I'm kind of thinking like Chucky. If you ever saw that movie, I really hate those movies except for the first two. But the Chucky movies, because there's like 7 or 8, I think, which a lot of people didn't know that, because a lot of them are straight to video at the end, like Bride of Chucky and A Seed of Chucky, and then Cult of Chucky, and then forget what. And then I know there's a new one with Mark Hamill doing the voice, which I didn't see yet. I will see that. But in that thing, he is made of like felt or something, right? He's made of plastic and all this junk, but he bleeds and he's kind of organic when they cut him open, so it's kind of freaky and weird. I would think of it something like that, you know, where he's like cloth, but if you were able to cut this thing, he would somehow have human bones in there or something like that. That's kind of the way I think of what I'm drawing right now. Okay, so now we got some folds here. So I want some striations along. Oops. Let's get this camera right. Oh man, move the camera here. Sorry about that. It was off a little bit. So I want to concentrate on the center of his body, and I'm thinking like, okay, there's gonna be some striations, but I don't want it to completely engulf the design. So, let's see, how could I mess with this? Maybe I'm gonna throw some striations toward the center here. It's not a hanging drapery, so it's not really gonna work like that. But I am gonna throw again some. I'm using the side of my pencil, by the way, right here. So if you are using a pencil, use the side for stuff like this, because it's like a large shape, right? The sheet itself. Wow. Alexa, stop. Okay, sorry, Alexa went off. It is a large sheet, and so the idea of the large sheet is that it's not gonna have too many hard edges or anything like that in it, in terms of shadows. I mean. If you are unaware of that stuff, please reach out to me. If you're not aware of how to shade or anything like that, I want to teach you. I do have an ebook entirely on shading. Hit me up with that, or you can look back at some of the past videos. It's a free ebook that I put online. It's temporarily free, so check that out while it's there. All right, so I'm going in right here using the side of my pencil, and again, just kind of finding areas to show form. That's the best way I can explain it. You're finding stuff to show the shape of it and the way that sheet is falling, and I'm using that right now with the side. I'm trying to show that now with the side of my pencil, and I'm using this pencil right here to kind of show that. And just kind of going in here as well. And I'm slowly putting in more info, right? And I'm just thinking of like a blanket. That's literally all I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of like a blanket on like a fat, like, I don't know, caterpillar torso or something like that. That's literally what I'm thinking about. What would a blanket look like on some sort of gross caterpillar? What's going on? All right. And that's pretty much it. This thing's way too long for just a sheet. So thank you guys for watching this long. I appreciate it. If you made it to the end, please give me a thumbs up. And, comment if you have any questions. And also, what were the questions initially? Tell me your favorite horror movie, guys. I want to know. And also your plans for Halloween. Tell me those in the comments below, and we can yap, and we can have a really fun Halloween month. And I'll be putting up more Halloween videos if you guys reply enough to this one. So thank you guys. I will see you next time, and I'll see you soon.